Abundant Excursions Incorporated presents Abundant Living Through Travel series. Join us now.
All righty. Good afternoon, everyone. How are you guys this afternoon? This how many days are we in the fall? We day 3 of fall. Yeah. Day 3 of fall. I hope everybody is doing well today on this lovely Tuesday afternoon. My name is Angela Smith Ford. For those who do not know me, I am the owner and operator of Abundant Excursions Inc., specializing in groups and romance travel. And today we are here with my good friend Rose, who's been with me on this journey for, oh goodness, we've been over a year or so with this virtual destinations that we've been given to the people now. So now Rose is here. She is now with Globus Family of Brands, and she is going to talk about today Fiji. But before we get into that, Tim Rose, I know you have been like traveling a lot this summer. Tell me, where have you gone this summer? Have you
Oh
had
my
any nice destinations?
oh my goodness, I have been all over. So I've done a lot in this area, in this territory. So Illinois, Wisconsin, Nebraska, North and South Dakota, oh God, Iowa. But I've also done some more exciting things, like really getting out there and experiencing the Globus family of brands product. So we not only have Globus, but we have Cosmos and Avalon Waterways under our umbrella. And I've been on, so in June, I went on a river cruise on the Moselle in Germany, and that was beautiful. It's one of the rivers that's not really traveled a lot, so not a lot of, tourists, but a lot of wine. So that was fun, because it's the wine region. I am just got back from one of our national parks trips. So here in the States, it was called America's National Parks. And we did the route from Rapid City, South Dakota, all the way through Wyoming into Yellowstone, down to Utah, and then I flew back home. So if you want to see bison and all that, the natural parks in their glory, that's definitely one that I would recommend. You and I were just talking, so I'm going on another river cruise on the Danube in just a few weeks. That's going to be wonderful. That's going to be going from Budapest all the way up to a little town called Vilshofen in Germany. So we go through Austria when we do that one. And then in December, I'm doing a Christmas river cruise on Avalon Waterways, and it's on the Main River. So that one goes from Frankfurt over to Regensburg in Germany. So yeah, I'm traveling a lot.
Yeah, you've been quite busy. I
Yeah, how
haven't.
about you?
I've been out. I've been local as well too in the States. But then my highlight, I went to Antigua, and that was very good. Very good informational tour trip. So it was good. I loved it. Warm weather. That's my favorite. I love. So my favorite is funny because my favorite time of the year is uh the summer because I love the warm weather,
Yeah.
but I love the fall because of the clothes.
Yeah, right.
So, yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, that's what I like. So
Exactly.
anyway, as I said, we are here to talk about Fiji, and I know I talked to a lot of my people in the group, and Fiji is one of those destinations that was of a hot destination that people were interested in knowing more about. So we're going to spend the next 30 minutes to talk about Fiji. And if you guys have any questions that we wanted to be asked about Fiji, please feel free to make sure you drop them in the chat and we can answer them for you. Okay. All
Yeah.
right, then. Well, without further ado, Rose, I'm going to let you take it away.
All right. Sounds great. If Yep, there we go. And I am going to just say, as Angela stated, I am Rose, and I'm Angela's business development contact at Globus Family of Brands. Today, we're going to highlight Globus, how we work together with travel advisors like Angela, and we're going to review at least one of the fantastic itineraries that we have for Fiji. So just to get you a little bit more acclimated on who we are and the product that we offer, I want to give you a little history on Globus Family of Brands. So we've been around since 1928. We're not going anywhere. There was a young man at the time who purchased a rowboat. He transported visitors across Lake Lugano in Switzerland. And you see that on the slide here in the middle picture. And just after he was doing that and transporting clients back and forth on the waterways, he actually grew into these motor coaches. So that funny little picture on the left hand side is a picture of one of our first motor coaches. And when we started obtaining these motor coaches after World War II, we had about 33 coaches. We were not only in Switzerland then, but we were in Italy, in the French Riviera, Scandinavia, Holland, Belgium, and England. And then when we found success with that, we launched our Cosmos arm. So the Cosmos arm is really for those travelers who are more looking for affordable, value-priced European touring and other countries as well. We've added those. And it's really for the cost-conscious traveler. And then in 2003, we added Avalon Waterways back into our expansive offering. So we really have 3 different brands that we sell. But given that, I just wanted to show you, we really have 512 vacations over 6 continents, 67 countries, and we have been doing it for 95 years. We are working with the trade, meaning with advisors like Angela, to sell you these premium products. So again, we have Globus, Cosmos, and Avalon Waterways, and within those brands, and we're only talking about Globus and Cosmos today, we have 12 different distinct travel styles or touring styles. So we have our classic Globus packages, which are passion-packed vacations with more choices. We have Independence by Globus, which we're going to be talking about today. We have some private itineraries, off the beaten path. We have Cosmos as well. So across all of our brands, Globus and Cosmos, and within 3 of our touring styles, Globus, Cosmos, which are both fully escorted vacations, and then the Independence by Globus, where you are on your own with just the guidance of one of our local hosts so that they can help you choose what you'd like to do and see on your holiday. We actually offer 20 different vacations that include Fiji. So while we don't have time to highlight all 20 itineraries today, I really urge you to make an appointment with Angela to discuss the options. And what I usually say, and I say it a little lighthearted and joking, but we have, again, the 512 vacations over those 67 countries. And I always just say, if you're not finding your vacation with Globus Family of Brands, you may not be looking hard enough. So Angela can help you with that. But let's go ahead. And today we are going to actually talk about Tropical Fiji with Auckland. This is an 11-day Independence by Globus itinerary. So, for many travelers, the best time to visit Fiji is during the high season months of June to September. The drier and warmer, and if not humid and tropical days, lure countless visitors to the breathtaking beaches. So that can feel a little bit crowded, especially around Nadi's main resorts. Nadi's the main city of Fiji. The hottest month of the year in Fiji is February, with an average high of 87 degrees Fahrenheit, a low of 75. So if that's your thing, absolutely that's the time to go. The cool season lasts for about 3.5 months, from June 21st to October 1st, with an average daily high temperature below 80 degrees. And the coldest month of the year in Fiji is August, with an average low of 68 degrees and a high of 78 degrees. Now, this all being said, because this is an Independence Day where you are not traveling on a set departure or on a motor coach with other guests, you can actually set your own departure date. And that's why I said, if you feel like you wanted to go in the hotter season, you absolutely can do that. And Angela can help to arrange that. So on this tour, we will just a little brief introduction. We would arrive in Nadi, and we're going to be whisked away by private water taxi to the beautiful Mamanuca Islands to begin your Independence by Globus vacation. You're going to visit brilliant white beaches and secluded bays of the Coral Coast. You're going to spend a total of 7 nights in this tropical paradise, enjoying those white sand beaches, warm turquoise seas, and swaying coconut palms. Am I painting a picture here for you, Angela? I know you said you liked the warm destinations. You're going to also have guided sightseeing while on the Coral Coast. This includes the Sigatoka River safari. You're going to experience local culture in the heart of Fiji. The vacation is really filled with ample free time where you can unwind on those tropical beaches. And that local host that I talked about is always available with suggestions and guidance when you need it. You can paddle a kayak or paddleboard, relax by the pool, or enjoy a stroll on the beach. Do as much or as little as you want. This is your vacation. Now, on this itinerary as well, before heading home, you're going to stop in Auckland, New Zealand for a 3-night stay. And the visit there includes the guided sightseeing tour. You're going to see Queen Street in Auckland, the historic Parnell Village, then the scenic cruise on the city's famous harbor. All while your Auckland local host is available to help you with additional sightseeing, dining, and shopping recommendations. So again, keep in mind that when you're doing an Independence by Globus, your package is going to consist of the hotel nights, the breakfast daily, some transfers, and just a few bits of sightseeing. So we're going to go through this again. Countries here on this itinerary include Fiji and New Zealand. You'll have 10 breakfasts and 1 lunch. That's included. And a couple different sightseeing. We'll show you those here in just a second. So all vacations begin with a flight to your chosen destination on your chosen carrier. And Angela can definitely help you with that. So when we arrive in Fiji, I'm going to say bula, and that just means welcome in the Fijian language. So welcome to tropical Fiji. After you collect your luggage and pass through customs and immigration, you're going to be met and transferred to your private water taxi. And then you're going to go on to the Mamanuca Islands. So the remainder of the day when you arrive in Fiji is at your leisure. You can do whatever you want. You can do as little or as much as you want. So you're going to be staying at the Malola Island Resort. It's an intimate resort built in the character of Fiji's colonial past. And here you're going to find beautiful beaches, lush gardens, the friendliest people on earth. The ancestors of the people who settled in Malola hundreds of years ago will be all around you, extending their genuine Fijian hospitality. And at Malolo, which is ideal for both families and couples, you are going to be able to choose from a wide range of activities. Or again, you could just relax and do nothing at all. The resort does feature a swimming pool, a spa, water activities, and a kids club. So if you do bring your kids, that's available to you. There is a gift shop, a currency exchange, laundry, business center. There's free Wi-Fi spa services. There's a restaurant on site. Again, the pool, luggage storage, bar, and lounge. The room features include, of course, the complimentary toiletries, climate control, coffee maker, hair dryer, mini bar, iron and ironing board, the air conditioning, which is important, and also the in-room safe, where you're going to want to put your valuables when you go out and explore. So on days 2, 3, and 4, there's so much that you can do and see. So here again, we have white sandy beaches, warm turquoise sea, and those swaying coconut palm trees. It's all part of the scenery, and it's the backdrop, which was ideal for the screen. So we're looking at movies like Tom Hanks' Castaway and various TV shows, including Survivor Fiji. You may have watched some of these. So with your days at leisure, you can stroll on the beach, bask in the sun, take a dip in the pool, or enjoy a relaxing massage at the spa. For those wanting to do some activities, the Mamanukas are the perfect spot for water sports of all kinds. So you can choose to snorkel, dive, kayak, or even try to surf. You can go ahead and visit the Monokuri Island, which is the Castaway tour. Go on a fishing trip, go parasailing, rent a jet ski. All this is very possible for you to do. So let's take a look at some of those optional activities that you can add. So you can scuba dive among the coral reef with more than 30 dive sites of coral reef to explore. This is really a great place to scuba dive. Beginners can dive among the vibrant and sheltered coral reefs of the Mamanukas, while experienced divers can maybe have the exciting opportunity to head to the oceanside reefs, sharing the waters with the manta rays and the dolphins and the large fish. Most all the resorts here have access to the PADI associated dive centers, so you'll be in safe hands of the local diving experts. Another optional, you can indulge yourself in some rest and relaxation. Visit one of the spas. It's really the best place to get some time away and time out. Here, there are treatments available from traditional massage to warm seashell massage, or maybe couples massage, those luxurious manicures and pedicures that we love so much, and even those natural facials using papaya and pineapple. So that's an option for you. You can go to Cloud9. So this is Fiji's most unique dining venue. You can take a day trip out to this floating bar, which serves up wood-fired pizzas and a wide range of local and international beverages. This restaurant floats above a coral reef. So it's really a stunning snorkeling location as well, and has a number of water sports and activities available from the bar. So you can spend a little bit of time there. There's also the private waterfront dinner. So if romance is what you're looking for, it's not too hard to find here, especially as many of the resorts do offer these exclusive private dinners. So experience can involve an indulgent 3-course dinner with sparkling wine and your very own personal butler. And it's really sure to be a highlight of your time in Fiji, especially if you're going there with a loved one, right? Someone that you're sweet on. So day 5, we have a transfer by water taxi to the mainland, and then we're going to travel to Fiji's magnificent Coral Coast, which is a 50-mile stretch of brilliant white beaches and secluded bays. And the remainder there then is on your day on your own. So on day 6, we go to Sigatoka River and the safari there. So this morning, we have a highlight of a half-day Sigatoka River safari. We're going to be transported to the heart and soul of Fiji aboard a custom-built jet boat. You're going to cruise your way up the magnificent Sigatoka River to visit the authentic Fijian village. And then the remainder of the day, again, is on your own to explore the beautiful beaches or perhaps sample some of the local cuisines. So on this day, on day 16, you have not only breakfast included at the hotel, but you'll also have lunch today that's included in the cost of the itinerary. So you can choose to visit Fiji's capital. So the sites of Swaba is Fiji's capital. There's a day trip that introduces you to cultural sites and provides time to shop at local flea markets. You're going to see landmarks such as their Parliament House and the President's House. And you may even get a chance to visit the Fiji Museum to see displays of these archaeological artifacts, jewelry, instruments, and more. You can also choose to go to Natatola Beach, and this is one of the top rated beaches in Fiji. It's located on the Coral Coast again. It has beautiful, again, white sand and turquoise waters. The beach is really sure to lure you in for a complete day. And I know this picture does not do it justice, but all the typical beach activities can be done there. There's a couples resorts nearby if you're looking to get some drinks or a bite to eat, or sorry, there's a couple of resorts if you're looking to get a bite to eat or something to drink. More snorkeling and scuba await you as well. So it's called the Coral Coast for a reason. You can either hire some snorkel or scuba gear from one of the local shops or the resort, or join in a tour to get just to all the best spots. And here's where I'm just going to say again, your local host is there to help you to decide which of these activities are best for you and which ones will fit into your specific itinerary, what you envision for your trip. So on this one in particular, tours are going to take you by boat to some of the outer reefs where you're going to discover this breathtaking underwater scenery and all these tropical fish. And then we have the Nahihi Caves. So this is a hidden gem on the Coral Coast. It's one of the few that you get to discover. But once you make that effort to get to these majestic limestone caves, you're going to realize that it's going to be worth the journey. You're going to take a four-wheel drive to get to the caves. There are roads and rivers to get to the caves, and they're an experience in themselves. So your guide's going to explain the Fijian history of these caves, and there's also going to be an opportunity to enjoy some cave swimming as well. Again, all these great optional tours. Then we have the Namama Art Gallery. So this art gallery is not only a great place to browse, but it's also a place to get crafty yourself. If you want to get hands-on with the crafts and how to make the local arts, you're going to be able to do that. So you're going to join local artists and learn about the Fijian art through the Namana Art Gallery and the workshop there. The art gallery is also a great place to pick up authentic souvenirs for family, friends, maybe for yourself as well. On day 8, we're going to transfer from the Coral Coast to the Nadi International Airport. You're going to fly to Auckland, which is called the City of Sails, as in boat sales. Your hotel is going to be available for mid-afternoon check-in, and the remainder of the day is going to be at your leisure. So again, your local Globus host is going to have some suggestions for you on shopping and dining and sightseeing. So you're going to be able to do that. And on day 9, we're going to enjoy a guided sightseeing tour. So you're going to want to make sure that on day 8 that you're not doing an extensive sightseeing, because sightseeing is going to be offered on day 9. So here's where you're going to see the bustling Queen Street, the city's oldest park, the Auckland Domain, the historic Parnell Village. And then we're also going to take a scenic cruise on the city's famous harbor. Now that's going to be pretty much the morning, and then the rest of the day is going to be at your leisure. So today, as every day, you're going to have your breakfast, but what we would probably suggest for you for today, you may want to take a trip up to the Sky Tower. This will afford you a 360-degree view of the city. You can browse shops and galleries, enjoy delicious waterfront lunch, maybe take the ferry to nearby Waikiki Island for the sandy beaches again, beautiful scenery, fabulous local wine. So if you're into wine, that would be something that I would be doing, as I mentioned earlier.
Me too.
Yeah, right. So you can really, on day 10, you can explore on your own, choose from a selection of optional activities. Again, your local host is there to help you to decide what you want to do, what you want to see, what you want to experience. So you may want to visit the world's largest penguin colony at the Sea Life Kelly Tarleton's Aquarium. You may want to paddle a kayak to the Rangitoto Island. This is a dormant volcano not far from downtown Auckland. Or you can participate as a crew member on an actual America's Cup yacht. So, again, if that's something that you're into, those activities are available for you. Now, in the evening, you can enjoy a glass of New Zealand's famous wine while dining at one of Auckland's world-class restaurants. And again, your Globus local host is going to give you all of those suggestions. Now, I know that we really didn't go a half an hour. I'm sorry about that. I probably could have added more. But as with every vacation, unfortunately, all good things come to an end. And on day 11, your tour ends with breakfast. So you will still have breakfast in the hotel before you do leave. And, as I stated earlier, with Angela and through Globus, there are 20 vacation itineraries across the fully escorted tours that I mentioned, or these independent vacations of which we just spoke of one. So you really have lots to choose from. To book your Fiji vacation for 23, because there are still dates, it's an any day departure for a exotic independent vacation, and Fiji is considered an exotic location. So you can choose any day for departure for 23 or 24. And if you choose to do that between September 26th, or book it between September 26th and October 10th with Angela and I are going to offer you a $50 per person savings on that package that you book. So definitely, again, I just say make sure that you go and see Angela. You set an appointment with her, whether it's over, a Zoom or live in person, to get that vacation booked. And just as this presentation highlighting Fiji comes to an end, I'm going to thank you from Globus Family of Brands. And please excuse me, but I'm going to try to do this in the Fijian language. So Vinaka, which means thank you, and this one's harder. Vayanu Vinaka I Nomo Volu, which means safe travels. So safe travels to you all. Before we do anything else, I'm going to actually open it up for questions. So we are open for questions, Angela, if there are any questions. And while we do this, I'm going to just leave your contact information up, because you are the most important person here, Angela, that they contact for booking Fiji or any other destination. So I'm going to bring back my video so you can see me. And Angela, I don't know if you want to bring back yourself so that we can have a little discussion. Oh, can't hear you.
Sorry. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Great. So it was a great presentation. Thank you so much.
Yeah, like I said, it was kind of quick, but with 20 different itineraries, we can't go into each and every one of them. But the ones that we do have, again, cover those 3 different kind of brands. So from Globus and Cosmos, where Globus, you're going to have it's a little bit more high-end escorted touring, so it's going to be an escort throughout. Then Cosmos, where if you're on a little bit more of a budget and you think you can't go to Fiji, you can. So you can help your clients with that. And that's the Cosmos product. Again, Cosmos is going to be another fully escorted vacation. And then the one that I just talked about was one of the independents by Globus, which means that there's a local host and you have all this free time. If you want to go to the beach every day and do nothing but.
That's good. And those are good for ideal for those clients of mine who don't like to be on the schedule. Exactly. And they just want to do their own thing. So
yeah,
exactly.
So and you know that about me too. Like I kind of like to travel like that too. Right. Although I love Globus, I love Cosmos, and I love Avalon Waterways, but sometimes you gotta be on your own.
That's right. That's true. That's true. So we do have a question here about the average flight time. I knew that was going to come.
Oh, yeah.
From Chicago to Fiji.
That's a good question. It's not one that I've researched, but you are going over the international date line.
Mhm.
So you're looking at a pretty hefty flight time. I haven't, again, let me see if I can pull something up really quickly, but I wasn't prepared for this question. So just
That's okay. 'Cause the thing is that with anything like that that's over the waters, we know that it's at least a day. Um,
absolutely.
so with that though, ideally, knowing like the I know like they have Fiji Airways. I know that for a fact.
Yeah.
But other type of flight airlines that other type of airlines that we would be recommended to fly to get to Fiji.
Yeah.
Um, and just
So yeah, so the flight time, depending on where you're, it's approximately 10 and a half hours ish nonstop from Los Angeles. But
mhm,
that doesn't, I mean, not all of us are in Los Angeles, right?
right.
So it would be a feeder flight to get you into Los
Mhm,
Angeles and to get you further.
right.
Again, you're crossing that international date line.
Mhm,
So whereas when you're going to Europe, it is the next day when you
mhm.
arrive. When you arrive in Fiji, it's 2 days from the
Two
day that
days,
you
right?
left.
Yeah.
2 days. But when you
Mhm,
come back, which is actually kind of cool, you're actually arriving back into the States approximately at the same time, the same day that you left from Fiji.
isn't that crazy?
Isn't that crazy?
That's
Yeah,
why you need time to recoup when you get home so you can get yourself back on back on the
absolutely.
normal time and everything like that.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry, this is a Facebook user, so I don't know who this is, but they said they sound like they need to be in first class.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, I'm with that person. Whoever it is, I am right there with you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely so.
I mean, the older that I get,
Mhm,
I'm kind of at that phase now in my life where I don't care where I'm going, but I
mhm,
don't want to fly in the back of the bus anymore.
mhm,
I try to
definitely.
upgrade. Yeah, I try to
Mhm,
upgrade.
definitely so. Would you with Fiji? I know a lot of people think of Fiji as a more romantic type of destination. But then I also have some ladies who just want to just travel on their own there. Would
Yeah,
you think that'll be a good destination for just the ladies if they just feel as though they
abs-
want to just go to
yeah,
Fiji and
absolutely.
without the men?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Hmm.
Um, I would I would do that with some of my friends for
You would?
sure. I
Okay.
mean, leave the guys at home.
Right. Definitely
Or,
so.
find a new one while you're out.
Right. Of course, right. Hey, do what you want to do, right?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate this. This has been great. I love the different options of for the different days of what they were able to do. One thing I did want to ask in regards to the resort types.
Mhm.
Are most of them because I know I get a lot of my clients are they travel out in the Caribbeans and Mexico, so they
Mhm.
always first thing they want is I need an all-inclusive resort. So they one of the questions I know is asked, and I'm surprised it wasn't asked if they had any all-inclusive resorts in Fiji.
So, if I'm sure that there are,
Mhm,
and these are not the ones that we normally would work with,
mhm,
because we want a more authentic experience. And on
mhm,
a tour, whether it's an escorted tour that we're offering, or whether it's this independent tour that we're offering, um, we offer the hotel, the room, the breakfast daily, and then that one lunch that I talked about, and a
mhm,
few different, maybe two sightseeing options. Um, it would not be, unfortunately, it would not be inclusive, like all inclusive on this type of an itinerary.
mhm,
If that's something that someone is really looking for, I don't want to say to look to another supplier, but Angela,
mhm.
you are
Mhm.
excellent at what you
Okay.
do.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Yeah.
But I know that that's a question that's always asked because a lot, like I said, a lot of my clients are familiar with the all-inclusive resort, so that's a question that they would ask. So just
Sure.
wanted to make sure we had that disclaimer already noted as far as
Exactly.
Fiji is concerned. So yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly.
So that's
Yeah.
good. So perfect. So good. Well,
Yeah.
again, the promo code, I know it was not noted in there, but just note that the discount that Rose and I are going to provide, I'll send that include that information on my page as well too, so you can have that information. And then definitely, if it's something that you are interested in, feel free to reach out to me and we can make sure if you want to book something this year, hey, you still got 3 more months. This
That's
is the fall quarter, so
right.
you got 3 more months. If there's somewhere you want to go, let me know. Or if not, we can try to do something for next year for you. But I appreciate you, Rose. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. So just one other thing that I want to mention, it's just for you, Angela. The code that I did send to you is your code. So don't share that with anybody. When you do the booking for your client, providing they come to you to book
Mhm.
it, you are the one that can use that code
Mhm.
for the $50.
Yeah.
So it's to your benefit to use a professional like Angela to book your vacation. So
Definitely.
my little plug for you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes.
Definitely so. So we are going to end this afternoon and give you back the rest of the day. But I do want to remind you guys for our next presentation will be on Brazil and Argentina, which will be November the 21st. So stay tuned for that. And I'll again be asking again if you have any questions that you would like to have answered, please let us know and we'll get that for you. But looking forward to our next presentation. It'll be November, but believe it or not, it'll be here before you know it.
It will be.
So it will be here. But I thank you again, Rose. Thank you all for my listeners and viewers who were able to get online today. If you weren't, don't worry, this will be recorded so you'll be able to see it at your leisure, okay? All righty, you guys have a great rest of the afternoon. Happy Tuesday, and talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
We hope you enjoyed this edition of the Abundant Living Through Travel series. Thank you to our travel partners who shared their time with us today. Until next time, continue to live life more abundantly through travel.